All right, welcome back to another, the next day in the life of DevRel. For those of you following along, I've been writing an article, is DevRel a blockchain or not a blockchain, and using ChatGPT to help me write that article. So we've done all of this so far, and now we're about to do this, where we ask ChatGPT to take on the role of a social media specialist. So let's jump right into it. So using the same chat as before, right? So this is the output from the editor, having incorporated the SEO specialist. And so now I'm going to ask it to be a social media specialist instead. Let's see. So first, specify the role. Okay, great. So now I'm going to give it a task. Alright, so that's my prompt. So I'm saying construct a tweet storm of about 8 tweets. First tweet's the hook, final tweet's the CTA, call to action, and then include emojis, and here's the target audience, software engineers. Let's go. Okay, that's great. I like that it took the liberty of saying about 8 tweets to 9. So I know, or I'm guessing that it didn't skip that. Okay, so tweets are not the only output that I want from the social media expert. I would also like it to act as to also produce a LinkedIn post, right? So alright, so that's my prompt, my instructions. So basically saying, hey, you've already done tweets, use the same article and maybe the tweets and generate a LinkedIn post. Specify the word length. There should be a CTA as well. And then target audience, but then the target audience is slightly different from Twitter in that it's slightly more formal. This is nice, but I'm not sure that this is just basically a short article. I think it needs to be shorter. Maybe it didn't follow the word count. But I'm not about to actually count it or, get it to check itself. So I think my input to it will be to rewrite it, remove the headings, and make it even shorter. Alright, so I said, thanks, but here make these changes. I don't want the section headings, just remove them, and then shorten everything to about half, and then I don't want the points so much. I just want enough of the points in order to make someone interested to read it. And then, of course, the link to read it will still be at the end. So it looks like it's removed the headings, but hasn't done much by way of shortening it. And still hasn't made it less full of points and more. I need it to be less educational because that's what the article will be. This needs to be more of I just want someone to read it and make them interested enough to read it. But this still reads more like a summary. So not exactly, no. Okay, so let's see. I'll try one more prompt and see if it's successful. Otherwise, I'll just do this by hand. Yes. So this is what I want. And it also did include post consensus. So I think I'll just write by hand, like to contrast, I want the keyword of pre-consensus and post-consensus to be included in this post. Okay, but this is good enough. This is good enough for me to manually iterate on. Okay, so so this isn't going to be draft article 5. This is going to be Alright, and there we have it. So now we have a Twitter thread and LinkedIn post and a 4th iteration of the draft article. Now, I think I'll add one more step over here, which is manual rewrites. So this is where I don't use ChatGPT. Rather, I'm going to do it myself by hand. So write article again based on draft article 4. Write social media posts again based on and then once I'm done with that, I'll ask for human reviews from my colleagues and externally, and then finally I'll come back to ChatGPT at the end with, by then that will be draft article 5, and I'll have prompted it to do some editing work. Alright, that's it for this one, and the next one is probably going to be much later because this is going to take some time. Alright, see you in the next one.